Hey guys, I'm Natasha Tessier. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I would love to get to know you. I hope you're having a blessed week. We are finally getting some weather change here in Houston and things are starting to cool off. So we're getting out of the 90s, which we all love, and loving all our college football. But more importantly, today I wanted to go over all of the amazing deals happening in new construction in the city of Houston. I can't wait to share it with you. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Natasha Tessier. I own Dwell Realty and Design by EXP here in Houston, and I am a solo agent. One thing I think that really makes me stand apart from other agents in the area is that it's just me. So I have a few girls that help me, but I am your agent. So there are several other YouTubers that are great people with great information, but they have teams. Well, one of them's not licensed in the state of Texas, and then the other one has huge teams that the phone rings and they just kind of do a round robin on who the next agent is. When you reach out, you're going to talk to me and you're going to work with me. Several ways to reach out. You can text me, you can call me. If I don't answer, I will call back, or one of my assistants will call you back. We will go through a whole process. I'm going to go through that here in a minute. You can fill out the form below. You can, message me on Instagram. I'm Houston Realtor Natasha. You can find me on Facebook. I'm Natasha Tessier. But just reach out and let me figure out how I can help you with your move to Texas. If you're not sure if it's Houston, I do know agents in Austin, San Antonio, all through the Hill Country, Dallas, obviously, all the major metroplexes and around. I have so many good agent partners that I work with that I'd love to get you in contact with to make your transition better to Texas. So today I kind of wanted to talk through, I've changed up my system a little bit on what we're doing, and then also wanted to talk to all the new construction deals, because let me tell you, there are some deals happening right now. This is September 2024. And so I've reached out to all my builder partners who I work with all the time and kind of are getting all the major deals going on and what's happening for the next 3 months. So the first thing is I've changed things up a little bit. Once you reach out to me, you are going to hear from myself or one of my two girls that work with me, and we're just going to pick up the phone and call and try to get some information, a 5-minute quick phone call. We're going to set up a buyer presentation where we will all get on a Zoom and we will go through the steps to buying a house here and how it works. And you can figure out why it would be important to work with somebody like me or someone who's knowledgeable, that is a great negotiator. I will say that that is the number one thing that my clients love about me, is that the deals that I'm able to get. So they're always shocked at the end. And at the end of the video, I will kind of share some of that information with you. But we're going to get on a Zoom together. Again, 15 minutes, get to know you, walk you through the steps, and kind of talk about how this happens, what it looks like from afar, when you come in town, the whole buying process from start to finish. So that after that, then we'll kind of walk you through the steps and move forward with working with us. So the first thing I want to go through is there's so many good deals in new construction. I don't even know how many good deals we've lined up, but so many of my clients are moving to new construction right now because some of them are offering, like they have a 3-2-1 buy down. David Weekley has that right now, which the first year your rate is 2.99. The second year your rate is 3.99. And then it goes to 4.99 for the remainder of the loan. And David Weekley is covering the fee to buy all that down. So they are really incentivizing, because they have all this inventory sitting because we didn't have a good summer here because the rates were too high. They are dropping right now and they are getting better. But that's why all these homes, they want to get them out in the next 3 months. So if you've been waiting to buy because you want a good deal, now is the time. So I have a list here of my different builders. I'm going to look at my notes here. So let's go back to David Weekley. If you have a 740 credit score and you can put 10% down, they're offering, if you can close in by the end of October, they're doing this, what I was talking about, the 3-2-1 buy down. So it's 3% for the first year, 4%, and then 5%, and they are covering the cost of that loan. So that is huge, but you do have to close by October 30th for that. And one thing I just want to interrupt here, if it would help if I would get the new construction deals monthly for you guys and just do a monthly video because they change so much, if that would help, I would be happy to go out and do that research for you. Let me know in the comments below if that would be helpful for you, and we will add that to our list of videos. In addition to that, they're also offering $5,000 towards closing costs with their preferred lender. Now, I've said this before, when they say that, we have to be careful and make sure that they really are giving us a good deal. So sometimes they say, oh, well, we're giving you $5,000 closing, but they charge more than a regular lender to cover that. I have a great lender. She will be honest with us. She will tell us, yes, this is a great deal, you need to stick with it, or no, look at all these fees that you're paying, you shouldn't stick with it. For new builds, they don't have a flyer or anything on this, but for new builds, they're doing $12,500 towards upgrades that you can use as in the closing cost or in the rate or anything like that, or just in upgrades. Okay, so most of my clients like Perry because they have a 2-year warranty instead of a 1-year warranty, and that makes them very, very popular. But you know, all of them are really good builders. So with Perry, let me go back to their incentives right now. Perry is offering $20,000 in incentives plus an additional $8,000 in lender credits. They said they don't have any advertised incentives this month. However, they can still honor an interest rate of 5.49 on some of their inventory homes. And then they're talking about offers are being accepted. So we'll talk about that towards the end and what that means. Moving on to Westin, I have several people with Westins under contract, specifically out in Woodland Hills. They love that area. If you're building from the ground up with Westin right now, they're offering $30,000 in upgrades. And then all inventory incentives are kind of home specific. Listen to this, ranging from $70,000 to $120,000 depending on the home. Okay, so huge incentives. Oh, and going back to a David Weekley, I had a client looking at one in Grand Prairie. The other Grand Prairie and Jubilee are new out towards Hockley. Great neighborhoods. They did one where they messed up on the actual price. They meant to do 514 and they did 504, and it was a smoking deal. And I was able to get a client in that plus a little bit more. So just, you have to watch things very closely right now, which is my job. That's why I'm here, to help you and to help you navigate that. Okay, so then back to Westin, that's what they're offering, anywhere from 70 to 120. Moving on to Highland Homes, these are all kind of my clients' favorites is what I picked. They're giving $15,000 off, and then they said that most of their current inventory has been taken down to a bottom level pricing. So you should see that difference as you look. It does say lender incentives for completing homes is $20,000 towards closing cost, and some more might be able to get a rate discount. It's kind of home specific. So the hard thing about doing this is every neighborhood, some builders do the same incentives across all neighborhoods, and then some builders, it's neighborhood specific. So for example, TriPoint is my next one. TriPoint in Bridgeland, which I work with them all the time. I have several clients in there. They love it. They said every community is different. His incentives are $60,000 off the design center when you're building, and inventory incentive is really based on a logical offer. Okay, we're gonna again go over this offer thing and what that means at the end of the video. And then Jubilee, I also reached out to my TriPoint rep there. They are doing $30,000 to build with $6,000 in closing costs. Inventory, you have 6% flex incentive, so you can use it towards anything. So let's say that's a $500,000 house. They're saying they're going to give you 6% of that in anything. So $30,000 towards anything. And then at the bottom, he said, ultimately, everything is negotiable. We're going to again talk about that. Okay. And then my last home is going to be NewMark. I have somebody building in Cross Creek Ranch, which is out towards Fulshire. Great build. They are also in Jubilee in different areas. People love the NewMark homes, Bridgeland, all those places. And so NewMark is doing $20,000 in design studio allowance. And then they can also receive up to $25,000 in flex spending towards closing costs, rate buy down, whatever you want. And then you can also get an additional $1,000 lender credit. Another neighborhood that I haven't brought up is there's a Grand Pines DR Horton Horton community. One of my builders just reached out to me there. Now, DR Horton is going to be more entry level. I'm not going to put them on the same level with some of the other builders, but they are also offering a 3.99 FHA, 4.99 conventional fixed rate. So if you're FHA 3.99, they're also offering $10,000 in closing costs. That's through this weekend. So you'd have to put something under contract this weekend, September 22nd, 2024, but they have a huge inventory list and some of them have no back neighbors. So if you're interested in something like that, again, FHA 3.99 DR Horton in the Grand Pines community, reach out. So as you can see, so when we were in the crazy, 20 offers per home and the world was crazy, none of this was going on. Right now, they are so incentivized that every single builder is coming out with new things to help people get into homes because the market has been tough, the economy's been tough, and the rates have been high. I know they're talking about a rate drop and it's supposed to go below 5. We're all hoping that happens. But in the meantime, the builders are stepping up to help with that. So here's what I really want to talk to you about that a lot of people don't understand and where I bring a lot of value to the table. Every single builder that I reached out to said, well, ultimately the price is negotiable. What people don't understand is when you walk through the door, they say the same thing to everybody. Yes, we're offering $20,000 off that. Yes, we're offering this, that. What I do with my clients is I run the CMA, which is hard if you're not an agent because we're a non-disclosure state. So you're not going to be able to see what all the NewMark closed for in Cross Creek Ranch or be able to see what the exact price was. Did they offer closing costs? All that is on the back end, but we're a non-disclosure state, so you can't see that. So I'm going to go in and make sure right now that we are getting the absolute best deal for that neighborhood that we can get. So I want to be the lowest price per square foot so that my clients have instant equity when they move into that home. So just because they say a house is $530, we're not going to pay that. We're going to go in with a different offer. And with that offer might mean different incentives. So some of them have full round gutters, some don't. Some of the lower end builders, they don't even have sprinkler systems. So, you really want to go through and figure out what the home is offering, what it's not. Do they have 2x6 walls? Are they doing spray foam? How energy efficient are they? I mean, there's so many things to think about. And then are they including I can get them to include a washer and dryer and fridge. And some, that's not even part of the deal ever. So let me work on your behalf and negotiate this down. I think that's one of the best things that I do. In addition, I want to add that those people that are selling right now pretty much have to sell. So they are in a situation where they have to sell. So if you could find a home that's 1 year old in the neighborhood that you love, chances are pretty good that you're going to get a really good deal on that. Now, it won't be new and you won't have all the warranties. So that's something to balance out. But if you find something you love and you get a really good deal on it, it may be worth it. They might already have, all the window treatments in and more landscaping and things that cost a little bit more upfront on a new build. So a lot to say about my new construction and all the deals happening. This is what I love to do most, is to push my builders and they know me and they know that, oh gosh, she's not going to settle. She's going to keep pushing and keep pushing. And I usually do keep pushing and getting them down really, really low. And that's my job. That's why you hire me. Again, all the builders are paying us. You don't have to pay a fee to use my services. I would love nothing more than to help you. Reach out anytime, days, nights, weekends, and I hope you have a blessed day.